rooms too.
Upstairs on the third floor was boarding house for the miners for the hotel. This room was mainly utilized for retail. And the doctor's office, lawyer's office.
Change the pattern.
People actually live here, well, they're expensive, and then so you see that here, the other view of that is actually the
Definitely do later.
Typewriter. That's how you write your stories. I remember being in that room. We set up cameras, actually, and I think about it. We had that whole room wired up one year. Ran cables all the way down. Had base camp in one corner here.
They call their two shadows and a third shadow, which we call the shadow man here. And something was on a tour and they took a picture next to the mountain over here and caught this. And then the background there, I really think it's the same guy. My photo. Yeah. He's in the background, photobombing. So this is a picture somebody, like there's a mannequin over here that you guys can see. It's Billy Nelson. But somebody was taking a picture with it and
Oh, yeah,
got
there he is.
that. Yeah.
Great.
You want to see?
Oh, yep, in the back.
All right, let's go to the library now. Oh, were you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. We'll go in to this room over here. Excuse me. We're gonna go this way. Watch your step right here. It is kind of weird. Did you guys get to see the spiral staircase downstairs?
Yeah.
Or is there? We'll take you down there. But this is
Let's go on.
I'm gonna.
Don't nobody scare me.
And then the next room over. Oh, there's no. Oops. What's over here? A person and mannequins. That's the exit.
There was one winter in 1874 where the town had a really bad typhoid outbreak. So that is why there's an entrance up here as well. So it's pretty insane. I'd like to know what you guys see. Oh, you're good? I'll show you anyway. Oh my goodness. What would you guess? Oh, what would you guess?
Okay, I think I've got some layout ideas.
So some people say it looks like a little girl, others say it looks like a minor with the hat down a little bit. I think both, honestly.
I now have a counterweight.
So like a minor, instead of like a...
I was leaning forward.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. People like
And
that idea that happens.
you get one of those German guys where you could do this all the way down to his fingertip and everything spreads out. So you counterweight.
It's bad because typhoid was different when after like the elderly and children. So there is a lot of like children activity in that room, like your shirt getting tugged on, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm gonna take you guys into the ballroom next. There's a ballroom in here? Yeah, there's about 9,000 square feet between the second and third floor.
To just set up my mesh networking and stream live. Anywhere. That's what we should do, Pearl. You'll get 1,000 people in a year. Easily. The staircase goes up to something.
No, it's not.
Yeah. There's a little desk down there. So there's actually a few floors below us too as well. Yeah, it's easier to figure out. But at night you're kind of...
Yeah, and not trying to figure out.
Although I'm usually pretty good at figuring stuff out. It's a little bit less every year.
Well, that prison's like a freaking maze.
We figured it out. Just use the fire escape exit signs.
And maybe like a little girl like laughing, that kind of thing. So after 1875, this room was actually, it had pool tables, like billiard hall. It was where the millionaires came to like hang out and, you know, party, that kind of thing. They have chandeliers up here too, and those are actually in the bar now. So, have you guys seen any diamond dust in here before? No? Okay, you're in for a treat then. So this here is a diamond dust mirror. Oh, yeah. So it sparkles like that because it's backed with silver and mercury. And what that did was prevent the mirror from aging. And so this mirror actually dates
Gunfight.
back to the mid-1800s.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, some of them might be the,
It was on my tour. It was
No, they're doing a show. I
She
can
said
see
she
it.
had a lady that found a handheld one for like $8, but you could get them for like, but that mirror was then like a 22-year-old handheld one. So, pretty interesting. And then,
I remember we set up cameras in this room too.
quite a few people we know used to get a lot of stuff over
and then I'll take you guys into the poker room next. Yeah.
You know, Michelle, Michelle the Band, right? I know she said that there's a lot of stuff that goes on right over there. Not the mirror per se, but against the, this is the same place very good.
Yeah.
Where they have so-called
One morning, one time I came up here, Michelle was on tour, the investigation, and we came to be sure not to break. Rose smell and perfume all over the room. When they, in theory, there's theory that when you put a mirror against the outward facing wall, that it's a portal.
That's
It creates a portal.
wonderful. When we switched that mirror last night, we changed the
Yeah,
room's energy.
changed the dynamic a lot.
Yeah, because that was one big mirror, and I only spotted one tiny mirror on the wall. Hey. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest? A Blind Guardian song. Mirror, mirror is another song I remember.
literally my kind of place.
Yeah, they jam up. You'll need a technician to make your typewriter work.
One of that type of typewriter. Then we were electric typewriters. Oh my God.
You didn't have to push it really hard. These are.
I actually used to
That's what I used.
repair typewriters.
Yeah.
Hey, kids today will never see the power of computers where you can pull the parts out and replace it. It's all throwaway now. Like my iPhone failed in the toilet 5 times.
Picture in that mirror, most times people get stuff in the mirror.
I want to get a virtual image of you if I can. So that's a virtual image of
You
you.
just got right in my picture.
Yeah, I know.
We wanted a dark man, but not you.
Not you, yeah.
Darn it. I'm not exactly dark. I'm well lit. See. There you go. Timed it just right. Ah, darn.
And he just popped into the convention.
Trying to time it to get the light right in there. Apparently I missed it. The virtual image of you, mirror world. I'll try again this time. I'll see if I can try to get. Oh, I
Hold
can
on,
see
you're
the
in my
lights.
shot.
Oh, is that an angle?
Yeah. There we go.
There you go. That time I got it.
And so that's why it's kind of wonky. They didn't really put a lot of effort into repairing it. So people did live here up until like 1984, which is
I'll tell you, the place is a lot bigger than I thought.
they call it like,
Doing
so
the-
they have a block off right now. I think they're trying to make it sleepers.
Jittery.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you told me.
All right. Got warning. They did add cameras to this place. A lot more cameras to this place. You didn't see the wiring for cameras on the wall?
No. So they're going to be monitoring us tonight?
Yep.
And bathroom.
Prison last night, so we're already stared out.
Oh my gosh.
we're gonna
that
have
place
fun
is
tonight.
insane. That's crazy. Yeah, definitely.
I just want to sit on me.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to sit here. So, this room has kind of a sadder story. It was Scotty's room. Scotty was a bartender here from 1970 to 1982, and this was his apartment. So unfortunately, and I always say thanks, Scotty, for letting me tell your story because, you know, it is a sadder story. He actually took his life in this room. What happened was he had a son named Richard, and Richard was about 18 years old. He was playing out in Gold Hill and with his friend, and he fell through a ventilation shaft. And so to put that in perspective, I've heard 500 feet, 1,000 feet, big drop. So I actually got to meet one of Scotty's friends a few weeks ago, and he was telling me that he was sad obviously from his son passing, but he also had a terminal illness, and that he left a note on the room or on the door for his roommate to go get the sheriff and not to come in the room. So a lot of the activity that people hear in this room or experience is somebody pacing back and forth. This is right above the crypt area, and I'll take you guys down there downstairs. So they hear a lot of like rummaging through that. Another crazy story about this part of the building is occupied by a Union general named Bachman, and he also was in charge of like demolition and explosives. He liked to keep those explosives in his house. He also had a pet monkey, and the monkey knocked over some nitroglycerin explosions in this part of the building. 11 people passed away. And one of those shutters back there, those iron shutters, flew off and hit somebody on B Street. So it's really some final destination type stuff there.
FTZ.
Yeah.
The monkey was monkeying around?
Yeah, he was monkeying around with nitroglycerin and dynamite.
Oh my goodness.
The only way they were able to identify the general was his pocket watch. So,
Wow.
and they say there was no remnants of the monkey. So.
Poor monkey.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Peter Gabriel. The organs, electronic semis. Now, those are actually valve organs? No.
That's the map from, I can't remember the name of the show, but you'll notice the map is wrong.
Yeah, see Carson, Reno, and Virginia.
Yeah. I've always gotten a kick out of that. Oh, Bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
Please do not sit on
You
that
notice
chair.
the map from Bonanza?
Mm-hmm.
It's completely wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming that's your getting old chair, the commode.
Yeah.
Please do not shit on chair. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Yeah, stuff I don't want to think about. I'll
By the
get
way,
there someday.
my buddy Bob,
Oh, yeah.
he is actually Dan Blocker's nephew.
Oh, really? Yep.
It was funny, he said Dan Blocker's son is a Templar.
Oh, really?
But Bob, either one of the people that actually lived in town who knew him,
Oh.
and they bring me out and go, yeah, you see how there's a bar missing? And it was just this weird, like, grill that they had as decoration.
Uh-huh.
Apparently Dan Blocker tried to squeeze through it and got stuck, and they had to.
Oh, God. You're a pretty big guy.
Yeah, they have a big bust of him there and everything.
Yeah.
The Blocker General Store is still there.
Oh, cool.
Dirk Blocker, that's his son. That's the one Bob says is a total dick. So, Jackie,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to sort of be a tour guide for us tonight. 'Cause
I will.
I can't really hear much of anything.
We're going to get lots of visitors. I'm counting on it.
Alright, hold on. Annette, move that way. No, I need you guys. No, I need you guys in there.
Oh, it's just me.
'Cause I know you don't like
I
pictures,
don't.
even if it's Terry.
Yeah.
You got it already?
You get it?
Yeah, thanks.
Cool.
So this is definitely an add-on.
being this side of the place. Last time I was here, I think we stopped around here.
There's also in Virginia City, famous 100-mile view. Just say on the same lady, you see about 100 miles out. This room is also known as Lena's room. And Lena was a prostitute back in the day that would frequent the Millionaires Club. They say she was murdered here on the spiral staircase. But somebody got this picture across the street. There were no tours going on, because that was the first thing I asked. I was like, is there tours going on? Someone looking out? Alright. So you can see her in the window. Looking out.
okay.
Oh,
You can see her in the window there. And
Door.
it's in this room.
yeah.
With little nails poking out. Don't lean on it too much.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Did you see? This is Lena.
One second.
Oh yeah, no problem. She's looking out the window. She was they say she was murdered on the spiral staircase downstairs.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. She's a nice ghost, I think. And then I'll take you guys back this way and I'll show you.
Drawing?
Yeah.
Or you said something funny?
We're gonna go and follow
When I
them.
went to school, and I was, that's where I had a desk like this with an inkwell. We used an inkwell and pens you dip in. You have bloody paper.
Wait, I thought you were only in your 70s, not your 170s.
75. Yeah, that's what I used. I had an inkwell in one of those.
So don't tell me the person behind you kept dipping your hair in the inkwell.
No.
I'll
I
tell
had to
you.
wear school uniforms back then.
School uniform for 8 years because I went to a Catholic school.
Yeah. Even through, this wasn't Catholic, but even through high school we had uniforms too.
I grew up in the goth period, so I was
My
goth.
mother wanted me to go on to
It's like high school, so. Couldn't afford anything back then, so.
Ryan,
I stopped being a ghost hunter when I became a paranormal investigator.
And don't move, Ryan. Look around here. There we go. Pretty cool.
Yes, I do.
So ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, there is a
Ryan Clune. Okay. The red room? That room? I guess we got a better layout today. That room over there.
Would you like investigating, right? A lot.
I've been doing it
This is one of the more famous rooms for paranormal investigation.
for 20 years, so.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is the part of the building where they said there is more of an.
And then we'll all be hanging out tonight.
Yeah. Are you guys on the night?
We're doing
Yeah.
an investigation here tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
Will you stay here overnight?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Sort of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Huh?
So, okay, and so a lot of people like have this is a famous room that a lot of people experience. And I actually got scratched here, and it was like really, it was on my butt. And
Where was Scotty?
yeah, I don't think it's Scotty. Scotty's cool. I feel like me and him are cool, but there's something or someone in here like
dark in here.
Yeah.
I was about to say when I came into this area, it was a different feel.
Yeah,
It
they
was-
call it the red room. But there, I don't know, sometimes this ghost in here does look out for us tour guides sometimes, because there was another tour guide that had about 20 people, and she said they were all drinking
Check
and
for
like
that.
playing with the antiques and stuff, and she was having a hard time reining them in, and then the ghost scratched the lady playing on the typewriter. So, I know, right? And a lot of people get weird pictures in this room here, like that window. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy drop too. It's weird.
Drop?
This building is weird.
Yeah, I saw one side where the construction's at. It looks like it goes down another 2 stories down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, it's a weird layout.
Yeah.
Don't fall.
But this room over here, I'll show you guys.
This one, solid ground.
I really like this room. If I can.
Yeah, see how it goes down? We were looking out the other window. It's a really weird layout for a building. A building in a building-ish.
Yeah, that is really kind of odd.
They must have built another building on top. At one point in time, lazy people. They didn't do any demo work.
Somebody just added this room onto another building and extended it. There's a door right there.
I think you're right, because this is actually, yeah,
There's a door right there.
yeah. That's what I was saying, because if you look at it, it looks like 2 buildings, they just threw one in the
So
middle.
they say the Winchester house is weird because there's a door where a balcony fell, but this one's just like, what?
Yeah.
That's your outer limits door right there. Can I go back to fixing phones like this, Brian? Is there any job for that?
We'll get it working.
Not hard.
Maybe it'll rain tonight.
Got some 9-volt batteries? It'll make it rain.
By the way, did you notice you have your own door to nowhere?
Which one? Like the window here?
Through the window.
Oh, through the window, yeah.
There's your high voltage ring circuit.
So I've heard, and I don't know for certain, but I watched I was on a tour a long time ago of this building, and they said that when the population was like more, like it was about 25,000 people that lived here at one point, that there were little corridors to get to C Street, but I don't know how true that is either. So.
Prohibition period. There was always little doors
Oh
everywhere
yeah, that makes sense.
to get to places you want to go.
All right, we're gonna go back downstairs.
This is going to be interesting tonight, I think.
This place got a lot of artifacts too.
Well,
Never just
I'm going to hang out in here for a while.
I got a.
Oh, you mean tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, I figure I'll hang out in here for maybe half an hour or so.
Sounds good.
See if there's anything interesting.
That's enough. Brian saw this. Let's go to this building out here. See how this layout is.
Your gramophone one.
That's your hearing aid.
Yeah, right.
Hello.